Well, this is kind of surprising, gamers. But we got the test server online right now with the latest Trove patch, which looks not the greatest. I skimmed through the patch notes. I'll, of course, have a dedicated video that will go through the patch notes. Right now, I just kind of wanted to test stuff. Where do we do this? To enter this event, there's a portal in Light's Den in the hub when the event is active. Light's Den? Where the hell is Light's Den? They always assume that we know where all of these places are. Is this the Light's Den? No, that's the Delver's Guild. Is this the Light's Den? Nope. Oh. Luxion's area. Cool. Okay. That's a really weird looking NPC. I want a screenshot of this guy. He looks kind of cool. Kinda. Okay, so we've got this new crafting table, which costs unfortunate souls, which is something that they gave us for our daily login stuff, probably just for testing purposes. Oh, there is a new quest line. Speak with the soul reckoning. Requires power rank. Grant access to a certain difficulty to the end of the current day. Need 1 million flux for this item, by the way. Not exactly sure what that does, but anyway. Hello, stupid. Oh, look, you can spend money or qubits. Good. Good. All right, cool. So we craft one of these stupid things for this, which, yikes. At least they're giving us a bunch of things so far. So as far as I know, this is not, I totally can't believe it's not a delve. This is kind of neat. It's kind of like a, oh, hang on. Okay, this is kind of, well, it's just random generated biomes. Otherwise, if this was like a predefined world that the developers made, this would have actually been a reference to something that I talked about a long time ago. So in this area, in typical Trove fashion, we actually have altered stats. So we have a limited amount of jump. We have a limited amount of movement speed. So not sure how I feel about that. How do we get this? Okay, it doesn't explain how to get it. Someone on the Trove team messed up. Okay, so Venturine crafts into this, which then crafts into this, which costs dragon coins. That's disgusting. What are these? Temporary boosts. So it's literally just the martial arts update, like the profession, but shoehorned into an area. Don't like that. More unfortunate soul and fragment stuff. And then here's some, so apparently they have, this is going to end up having some Luxion items, including a new, is this a new dragon? Venturine Signet. Don't let Venturine fool you. It's not the same as Adventurine, by the way. Great choice of wording, devs. Ooh, that's, okay, how many of these fragments are we going to end up needing? That's an egg fragment. And then there's an ally. Okay, this could be disgusting. Where is the Dragon Forge? Oh, this must be the new dragon. So it's just Luxion 2.0. Every 2 Venturine crafted, it increases per cost. The scaling is broken. Ah, good. Why are you floating? Would you like to start this thing? Defeat the inner enemies. Okay. I couldn't do that. Also, apparently they have some new weird mechanic in here where it like alters our stats, but then on top of that, if we die in here, we like lose items. So that's not fun, but whatever. I'm glad to see that this is in our world where somebody could literally go through killing all the dungeons before I even get to them. So that's fun. Ooh. Oh, what's this? Oh, donate. Why would I donate these? What does this get me? Ooh, some of those are pretty bad. I see you down there. I mean, this world is going to end up being like super easy to handle because it's pretty low tier for me. I hate the fact that it moves away from the movement speed. Like, I don't understand why they did that. I guess the Trove dev team just doesn't want fun. But okay. What does it want me to do? It said, oh, outer ring. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3 rings. I see. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute you, Bebo, because I've never been a Spanish channel. Defeat Venturine mercenaries. I guess that's just normal enemies. Donate to Luxions, long shots. Defeat inner enemies. Okay. 125 enemies, by the way. Good lord. So this is like the old school questing. I don't like the fact that I have to physically move and pick the item up. That's pretty gross. If I had my movement speed, okay, cool. But like basically what I assume is I can craft an item that'll give me more movement speed. But if I'm being perfectly honest, this is just another parasitic design update that doesn't impact the rest of the game in any meaningful way at all. It's just a way that they can be like, oh, hey, we changed how power creep works by, you know, having none of your gear matter. What? I don't know, man. There is one that gives movement speed? Yeah, of course. Okay. The thing is, are there going to be enough enemies for this? Like, I feel like there should be a lot more enemies. I still wish that the Venturine would auto pick up too. But we'll kind of go through this for a little bit here. The thing is, this just reminds me of like Delves or the same as the Geode Caves, where it's just another like completely segmented piece of content. See, that was more fun having more enemies like that. But this also really reminds me of the that Everdark portal that we messed around with when we needed Starfire fragments a couple months back. So it's like, I don't know, man. This is really weird. Oh, in the higher tiered worlds, there was a lot more enemies. It could have just been RNG, but it's so far, it's not that bad. I mean, at least as a ranged class. Is this an event? So it's worded as if this is an event, yes, but it says that this is a weekly event. So I think that this is literally just gonna be another weekly thing to grind on top of everything else. And of course it takes qubits and credits, because what is a good update? Dude, this is, I don't know about you guys, this is totally what I imagined when we ended up, like, when we wrote up that survey replacement, right? Like the last survey last year. And, you know, we talked about like a battle pass or a new class and all of these different ideas. This is what I pictured. Running around with no movement speed, just killing 125 enemies. This is gameplay. I really, genuinely hope this isn't the next big update. I really hope that this is just some thing they were working on the side. Because I swear to God, dude. I'm struggling with qubits now. No, I know. There's too much qubit drain in this game. The only thing that I can figure, like, let's not forget that these portals cost 1 million flux each. Like, that's stupid. Does an origin portal work in here? Because, oh my God. Yes, thank you. Okay, over the stupid quests. What are these Venturine mercenaries? They rain from the sky. Oh god, so 25 invaders. Gross. I heard that. Yeah, there you go. I don't know, man. I don't want to write it off completely by saying, oh, this is stupid, but it's kind of stupid. Love that I gotta do this one at a time and can't just choose all 15. Feel like that's probably a bug. Oh good, I can just spam click. Nice. So that was giving me Venturine. It also gave me a Venturine stash. I saw that. Contains Venturine, sometimes immense amounts. Rarely contains items from Luxion's personal hoard. A new loot box. Let me guess, it's in the cash shop. I mean, it's the test server, so it might just be hidden. Is that them? No. I'm assuming it's gonna show up in the cash shop. Alright, what do they want me to do here? Enter the Trials of Luxion and complete the 3 tasks offered by Lord Premalax. Then return to him and complete or progress the trials. Complete all 3 tasks. So you mean I have to kill invaders? I have to literally sit here for 8 minutes like an idiot? Oh, there we go. Okay, so he's got multiple quests. So that was the inner ring. Now it's the middle ring. Okay. Oh, there's quite a few of these invaders, actually. Never mind, that's not that bad. That might be because of the other players, but... I'm also curious because there doesn't seem to be any dungeons in this biome, like the Jurassic, even though it shows them over here in the volcanic biome. So we'll check that out really quick. Is there actually a dungeon, or is it a lie? No, there's a dungeon. Okay. This is strange, dude. This is very strange. Like, okay. Work with me here. At its core, it's not that bad. But I think the main issue is that it's not a defined built world. Like it's still just RNG garbage, you know, like just random generated like biomes all stitched together. Because I talked about that years ago with Trove when I went to like some of the more impressive club worlds in the game. Imagine this, but this map was something predefined that the developers built out, like every single pixel like being intentionally built. Or even just, you know, ask the community to build out a cool adventurine map. Because that would actually be really cool. Even if it would be like a completely unorthodox, weird part of the video game, like that just nobody would like it except for a freak like me who's just at the end game and has so few things to do in this game that this is kind of exciting to me. Because we take for granted like how speedy we are at all times. But I still just think that this is kind of wasted potential. And the fact that it is a weekly thing means that it's just going to end up being another thing to grind. So that's kind of concerning. Is this replacing Luxion? Not to my understanding. As far as I know, this just is a way to get additional Luxion items that aren't in his rotation. But ironically, the items in here also rotate. So it's like, huh? Okay, dungeons apparently are fake and don't actually exist. Oh god, blocks don't get destroyed. Okay. Okay, that's like genuinely bad. Why are you not going to let the blocks be destroyed when you don't have an exit portal and you don't have like a refined, defined world. Like this just feels like it's almost like a user map, you know? Not something like fully fleshed out by the designers. It's very strange. At least if I had my movement speed, I am hating this already. The patch notes said Luxion is leaving the hub and this is the replacement. Oh, okay. So once again, something nobody asked for. That's the thing that gets me, dude, is it's like, bro, out of all the things that you guys want to end up updating in the game and you end up making a post saying that you want to talk with the community more and everything like that, and then you put this crap out. Oh, I can use my mount. Thanks, Mystery. I'm so not used to using it that I didn't even think about it. Okay, that's better then. Yeah, as far as I know, you can, so like Naxi is saying, apparently there's like all of these temporary buffs that you can craft that I think reset over the week. So you can increase like your movement speed and your stats and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Part of me kind of likes this. Not because it's like good content or anything. Part of me likes this because it reminds me of the good old days when we were in U6 and movement speed wasn't like the big thing. You know, maybe I'm crazy for thinking that. Oh, do I get the boost on the jump? Yes, I do. My jump is still at like 20 and my main movement speed is 75 up to 125 with the mount. So that's still working at least. All right, stupid. Oh, okay. Luxion's pact fulfilled. Okay, hold on. Accept your reward for completing the things. So I take this and then I can craft this. No. Okay, that took like a separate item. Forgo any rewards and increase the difficulty of Luxion Trials. Oh, I should have read it. Okay. So it's a weird tacked on roguelike thing where you want to try and go as deep as you can. Well, not roguelike, I shouldn't say that, but... Okay. Obtain an unfortunate soul. Okay, so there is a significantly cheaper one for the fragments that you get from whatever we just did. So that's better than it always just costing a mil flux, but I'll save those resources for now. Break down an unfortunate soul. So they break down into fragments, so you can literally use flux. So flux dupers are just gonna go crazy then, basically. Because they're just going to be able to complete all of this immediately. Because I think the devs take for granted how much flux those people have. Solicit Luxion's favor. Huh? Using the Venturine Forge within the Trials of Luxion, obtain Luxion's favor. Note that obtaining Luxion's favor will remove any previous Luxion favor you have active. What the F does that mean? Like, what? Okay. So they want me to craft a stupid portal is what you're saying. Oh my god, it does just continually cost more and more flux. Yeah, that's broken. Okay. Good thing we found that out here on the test server. No, I know, that's the thing, like, I can only fathom their logic behind this is they made it like cost a lot of flux to get rid of the flux and rotation from dupers, not realizing how this is going to very negatively impact the actual people playing this freaking game. Luxion's favor, there we go. Okay, boost damage dealt within the trials for 3 hours, disgusting. Boost movement speed by 35 up to a maximum of 115 within the trial. So you gotta craft multiple of these. Ew. Jump increase, health increase, energy increase, health regen, energy regen. These stats are all worthless. Attack speed might affect somebody. Crit hit chance might affect someone. Not me. Still got my maxed out stats. Thank you very much. At least we could get more crit hit damage. Is there one that gives light? For 3 hours, the Trials of Luxion's death penalty is reduced to 15 signets, 15 compact, and 75 venturing. Bro, I don't know how much I lose in the first place, so whatever, but I guess I'll just grab that. The only thing that'll end up affecting me, let's be real here. Complete or progress the Luxion Trials. Complete the 3 quests by offered and increase the difficulty, basically. Is it the same biomes again? Yes, it is. I kind of feel like it shouldn't generate the dungeons because that's going to trick a lot of people. Like it tricked me. This kind of just takes me back, though, in a way. Like, I know I'm a freak and I know nobody's going to like this. I genuinely question the dev's sanity. But for a freak like me, this actually makes me oddly nostalgic. I really, like, if there's one thing I would negatively say about this update, devs, I should not have to walk up to and press E on Venturine. That's actually stupid. It should just go into my inventory. Because guess what? As a ranged class, there's so much Venturine I'm gonna miss out on. But they're not gonna change it. Because let's be real, they're not gonna listen. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, honestly, this just makes me think of old Trove. I don't know. Did they reset gear crafting mastery on PTS? What? No, I didn't hear about that. Did I complete this stupid first trial? No, I did not. The thing too is, like, if some other player was here, they could just kill everything and then there you go. My portal that cost me 1 million flux was an absolute waste. Oh, I want to also point out the fact that you can't join people in here and you can't invite them either, because what is an MMO? Main thing for me would just be remove dungeons altogether, add more enemies, and I mean, unless they have more enemies and higher difficulties. And then just remove the auto, like, pickup thing. No, it's not individual instances, Mystery. That's the thing. Look at my map. There's other players here. So we all just entered the portal at the same time. And it just, yep. Oh, look at that. Look, see, I could have missed that. Like, what? I need to read that description, too, because I think those resources despawn every week or something. There's a lot of very questionable design choices in this area. And I mean, at the end of the day, if I had a new class that went with this update, I might actually be excited. I'm like, again, I will fully acknowledge I am a freak. The only reason I'm excited for this update is I literally have nothing else to do in this game. That's it. But there's a lot that I don't like about it. Is this the Trove Hardcore World update? Yeah, basically. If we ever die. I mean, the only way that we can die is if enemies start eventually killing us through death defying. Let's be real. Whoops. I keep picking it up. I want to read that. Also, I keep doing my shift move because I keep thinking, you know, that my movement speed actually matters, but it doesn't. I just want to, if I'm being honest, guys, I don't have a lot of time to be doing this today. I didn't even plan on streaming Trove today. Like, I was done for the day. I was, in fact, going to put up my April stream tomorrow because I already put up so many videos today because of the freaking Nintendo thing. Destroys in a couple days. Yeah, okay. So it's on weekly reset. But anyway, suffice to say, then suddenly this was out. And it was like, okay, I guess I better put that stream up from April 1st now and then start grinding this. So my point being is we'll go to the next adventure world and then see where the quest takes us from there. Otherwise, we might just end it. So is this guy a repeatable quest too then? No? Are these guys on a daily reset? You already did that adventure today. Yeah, okay, so it's time gated. As expected. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting the newsletter this week, yes. And I really, like, again, I genuinely hope this isn't all they've been cooking up for the next update. Because, stop me if I'm wrong here, guys. Show of hands. Who asked for a Luxion overhaul? Because I want to get you banned. For whispering in the dev's ear and getting that to be the next update. Because I thought we were all on the same page in wanting like new classes and stuff. And actual like gameplay. Like the funny thing is, they already had Fluxion. And he was just implemented so poorly that they overhauled Luxion again? Like, what? And let's be real, like the only thing people are going to chase out of this is there's a new dragon. Whoop-de-doo. I don't know, man. Luxion was already fine where he was at. Yeah, I agree. I don't think he had a problem. I think, okay. I think that Luxion would have steadily become more and more of an issue. The same reason that Chaos chests are such an issue, because there's just so many items continually added into Luxion's inventory and into the Chaos chest. Personally, if this overhauled the Chaos chest items, that would actually be really cool. But the fact that it's Luxion stuff is what confuses me. Hey, Spooky. How is it so far? Again, I fully admit I am a psychopath. Okay? I will take that, like, I will take it. I know no one's gonna agree with me. I kind of like this. It's stupid. There's a lot of things that I would question about it, and I really hope this isn't the new update that they've been waiting on. But honestly, I don't think it's that bad, but that's also because I'm an old fart who's been playing this game for so long that I'll grind anything. And then on top of that, like I said before, this takes me back to like the good old days of Trove where movement speed wasn't the meta. Like this, honestly, like I don't know why I kind of like this. Like it just reminds me of the olden days when we would have U6 or when we had those events where it was like, kill 500 enemies. I might grow to eat those words because I know that they want me to actually grind this for like 500 hours, okay? So does that mean if I respawn to try and go to the center, it would mess up the quest? I don't want to risk it. You know what? Let's find out. Did I lose stuff? Okay. You are 2,081 less magical. Oh, my magic find is nerfed to hell in here. Interesting. Okay, so that should have opened a higher tiered portal now. No, I know that I lose magic find when I die, Mystery, but my point is my magic find is normally like, what, 12,000 or something? Oh, it just opens a new portal straight out. I don't need to waste the flux on it. Okay. Oh, you might be right, Spooky. Patron's not on the test server. Yeah. So that's why my magic find isn't represented properly. Okay, is it at least new biomes? Yeah, kinda. Ooh, Sundered Uplands is gonna suck in this world. All right, let's see if we've got more enemies now that we're in a slightly deeper world. I think it's biome dependent because there seems to be a lot of enemies in the volcanic biome, but not in the Jurassic as much. I still find it odd that this, like, I feel like it's a bug that it generates dungeons. Also, yeah, Shielder, I know that they released their patch notes for Path of Exile. Frankly speaking, I'm not going to go through them because their patch notes are too in detailed. There's not really just a quick summary. I'm looking forward to going back to Path of Exile. And I mean, this update will give me something to do in Trove again, so. What's the point of going to the higher tiered portals? More venturine. I gotta be very careful with saying venturine because it's not adventurine. It's a new resource. But you'll get like perpetually more of the resource in the higher tiers. So think of this as, I can't believe it's not the Shadow Towers. Because that's what it is. Another weekly grind that is just added on top of the billions of other things that are time gated as hell that also takes qubits or credits and doesn't actually impact the game in any meaningful way whatsoever. So it makes me question, why did they spend so many resources working on it? Lol. How about instead of adding all of these systems, you just add a single goddamn class to the game? Because that would actually be like more entertaining. B15 gives 650 venturine per full clear. And you need... Wait, you need 250k to get the dragon and ally? Are you sure? Yeah, I gotta see how much all of that costs and calculate it. Because I think that dragon is gonna cost like a lot of dragon coins as well. Why is the first quest require the most enemies when this biome doesn't generate with as many enemies as the outer rings do? Kind of feels like an oxymoron, like, you know. Don't really like that. Once again, though, if there's one thing I would complain about, this right here. Auto pickup, like, for Christ's sake. The fact that I gotta walk up and pick it up is so stupid. You need 240 to 250k. Oh, because of the scaling. Yeah, but we don't know if the scaling is a bug. Surely it's a bug, right? Surely. Hey, Omin, what's your thoughts on the Switch 2 price? Yeah, honestly, it's not good, but it's not bad either. I was worried it was going to be $800. So the fact that it's $700 and comes with Mario Kart, yeah, sure. I'll take it. But no, that direct was fire as hell, dude. Ooh, see, look, see how many more enemies spawn in the middle biome? Why isn't this the one that requires more enemies? It's so weird. $700, buy a PC at that point. If you want a garbage PC, bro, I'm buying it for the exclusives. Mario Kart looks insane and is going to be the best racing game on the planet. I'm also a huge fan of Metroid, not to mention, guys, I don't know if you saw any of my videos, but there's a new FromSoft game exclusive to Switch that looks dope as hell coming out next year. Basically Elden Ring 2. A 3D Donkey Kong platformer game, not another side scroller. Like, bro, that direct was insane. Take my money. There was so much crap. Not to mention, guys, $700 for a system that you can end up, you know, playing Trove on? No, I didn't say 750, it's 700, but I am Canadian. So American, I think it's 450 or 500, depending if you're getting just the console or the Mario Kart. But then in Japan, oddly enough, they've actually got like a lot cheaper value. Yeah, sorry, I should have clarified, obviously being Canadian. If that was 700 American, oh my God. No. Yeah, okay, that's why you were saying you could just buy a PC for that price. But yeah, they have like, it's either the console on its own or comes with Mario Kart. Oh, this is a bad biome. Yeah, what about up here? Thank God the Cosmic Dragon works. Yeah, that's not awful. Still pretty bad though. Yeah, we don't know that for sure, Omin, like about Nintendo bringing up the price of their games by $20. Nobody actually knows. That's all just clickbait articles. Because if you Google it right now, there were literally like, when I Googled the price point of Switch 2 games, there was literally 3 articles all completely contradicting each other. So nobody actually knows. Could be $20, could be $30, could be $40. But let's be real. GTA 6 was already going to end up pushing the price of games anyways. And then, oh yeah, as Naxi said too, guys, Silksong is real and it's actually coming out this year. Same with Enter the Gungeon 2. Like, what? I'm not kidding. Watch the direct or watch my reactions if you want to see me lose it. Oh, they actually had the price for the games on the website? Really? Okay, so 80, is that 80 American for Mario Kart? So, yeah, so $20 more. $120 for me, which is pretty brutal. The thing is, I'll gladly pay $120 for Mario Kart, Metroid, these games that are going to last a lifetime for me. I will not spend that much money on like Pikmin 5 or, you know, some game that's out of my wheelhouse. This biome sucks for this quest. Oh my God. Oh yeah, no, it's so stupid how expensive things are for me because haha, Canadian dollar sucks. It's funny, I ended up rushing over to GameStop and I went there as soon as they opened. The dude had no idea what I was talking about with the Switch 2. Like, and then I got an email saying pre-orders start April 9th, and I'm just like, why can't I pre-order it now? Like, what? So I went back to the store. It's literally a block away from me, and asked him like, so you can pre-order the system on the website an hour before the store opens. Are those going to be conflicting sales? Like, do I have to be worried that they'll get out of stock before the store is even open? And he had no idea. And it was like, okay, thanks. Isn't this your job? Okay, so this could just keep going to the higher difficulty. So it forgoes any reward, or I get... How many do I get? Like, what's the deal here? Also, let's see. Okay, I want to complete this. Just so we can complete that. Wants us to do another donation. Okay, cool. Oh my God, I didn't realize this was also scaling up. So be very careful when this goes onto the live server. Be very careful. Because if that actually like goes to the live server, you will accidentally drain your resources. That's actually stupid. Okay, and then the quest just forces us up to the next tier. But can I just skip up? Let's craft one of these. Like, why can't I just do this? You must first complete trial 14, 13, 12. Okay, so whichever one you have unlocked at the very least. Okay, cool. But it seems like it just wants us to keep going to the higher tiers. I was thinking like, man, we're progressing through this really quick, but then it's like, oh, it resets on weekly. Bro, I know the scalpers are going to be insane. So the funny thing is for the Switch 2, on the Nintendo website, they actually had something to kind of anti-scalpers, where you needed to have a Nintendo account and you needed to have 50 hours in total on like any game. That's their answer to scalpers, which I think is kind of a good idea. But then I get the email from Best Buy where they're just like, oh yeah, just come pre-order at any time. It's like, okay, so what was the point? What was that about anti-scalpers? Like, is it gonna be at least one per customer? I mean, the main thing is, I don't know about you guys, I'm genuinely worried that I won't be able to get the Switch 2 just because not only scalpers, but let's be real, the last console was PS5 and that was around COVID time, so there was the shortage. So I think people are gonna go into the Switch 2 with that mentality and buy up too many. I mean, so long as, you know, they have the stock ready and so long as they have like one per customer, we should be good. I don't think it's gonna be that crazy, but at the same time, I know there's gonna be a physical lineup in front of the store. So my plan is next week, I'm gonna freaking go to the store at like 8 in the morning, see if there's a lineup, and then I'll wait until 9 in the morning, my time, of course, and then I'll start browsing on my phone to see if I can pre-order it on the website. And then if I can't get it before the store opens, then I'll just go in and grab one. Well, pre-order. Because I think also, like, it was really smart in Nintendo. Not only, like, say what you will, whether you're a Nintendo fan or not, Mario Kart is one of the best-selling video games. And to launch the system with the next Mario Kart, like, that guarantees that thing is gonna fly off the shelves. What's coming with the update? For Trove, not much, just this. Like, you see what I'm doing right here? I'm just killing like enemies and stuff. That's basically it. Oh, sorry, Nitro, you were asking, is anyone else able to enter the portal with you? So, they can like, I assume if you enter the portal at the same time as me, you might get thrown into my instance, but generally speaking, you can't join me and I can't invite you. Because what is an MMO? I haven't played Mario Kart since the Wii. Yeah, you're missing out then, because Mario Kart 8 was peak. Genuinely, I didn't know how they would top it. And then it's like, oh, here's Mario Kart World, an open world, like, super in-depth racer. What? By the way, for the Dino Forest, all of the mobs are on the top. Oh, on the treetops. You right? Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, because it's splitting them up. Which means volcanic, they might actually be underground too. Interesting. Yeah, it kind of just seems like this just keeps going though. Like, it's not bad, but it's also not good. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Hey, just took a quick peek at the patch notes for PoE 2. There's some nerfs like twice as likely to have status on you. Ew! The near range was brought down from 6 to 2 meters. When I'm near an enemy, that near, you mean? Because that's atrocious. Okay. Well, I think we can wrap up because this just kind of keeps going. And honestly speaking, guys, we can always stream this throughout the week or whatever. To summarize, for those of you that might just be tuning in, this is a very weird, unorthodox update that essentially is going to replace Luxion. Nobody asked. So it's titled as an event, but it's a permanent thing and it's a weekly thing. So think of it as just another stupid weekly thing to grind on top of everything else. What do we end up getting out of it? Well, we can buy Luxion's items that apparently cycle out every day, as far as I know. But on top of that, there's going to end up being this new dragon, which I need to calculate this. Okay, so hold on. You can craft 15 more of this item per day. Okay, that's a little atrocious. It's time gated. Let's see. 15 per day. 5 vent per. That's a venturing signet, which venturing signets are right here, which require this, which requires 10 adventuring each. So that's my brain. That's 50 per a single one of these. Right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just want to do the math on this and see how much this is going to take. Like, how long is this actually going to take? So that's 50 per fragment, 15 per. Let's go take a peek in the hub and see. How many of these eggs do we actually need? Fragment dragons. No? There it is. Ugh. Okay. That's already atrocious. First, there's the egg. Let's see. So 100. So that would already be 500, as far as I know, of the Ventau things. And then the actual dragon itself is another 400, no surprise. So that would be, so that's 900 total. That would be 50 per. So 900 times 50, 45,000 of the venturine. Let's also not forget that it also scales up in price. I don't think that's intentional. I think that it has to be a bug, right? Because otherwise 45,000. And as far as Naxi was saying, you get like, what was it? 600 per clear. So, let's see. Divide by 600. So you would have to do 75. How long do you guys think that would average? Let's be on the side of like caution and say that it takes like 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes each run. So 10 times 75, 12 hours. Again, if the scaling isn't going to get worse and worse and worse, 12 hours for a dragon is stupid. But let's be real, we've spent 12 hours grinding lots of other things. You know, that's kind of the same as the Phoenix Dragon and whatever. I'm assuming that it's going to end up significantly being more expensive than that. Oh, my portal's still here. That's nice. Yeah, not to mention the flux cost and the other various resources. Oh, and the dragon coins. Ooh. I didn't calculate that. That's not good. How many dragon coins would that be? Is that like 500? Yeah, it's 500 dragon coins? Really? Jesus Christ. That's disgusting. You can craft 1,000 of these per day. Okay. Yeah, and then you could do this, but ew. Yeah, that's really expensive for a dragon that doesn't actually matter. He's not a badge. What were the stats? Yeah, worse than the Cosmic Dragon. But at this point, let's be real. I'm just going to say it. Whatever Trove dev was behind this is an idiot. They always make whatever the new item is the most expensive item without taking into consideration the overall economy of the game, because they don't actually play this video game, so they have no clue. $50 stability and 5% health regen. Oh, so the worst dragon in the game. Does it have like some sort of special buff to it? No. Yeah, that's Okay. So all that for an overhaul to where you get Luxion items and a new dragon that is not worth it. Like, I don't know where the heck the devs are, man. Like, they're sleeping. Like, it's just another update where ultimately the goal is more mastery rank. I'm sorry, who gives a shit? Who cares about mastery rank? Sorry, I try not to swear with the Trove streams, but Jesus. Yeah, I'm skimming through the patch notes. There's not really anything worth talking about. I don't know, man. There's a part of this update that I like, but the grind itself is just like, why? Anyways, I can hear baby Leon going crazy, so we'll stream this more. I'll sit and think about it for a bit more. I'm not going to let this ruin the Switch 2 announcement today. When you complete a D15 run for 650 Adventurine, you need a new portal. Oh my God, that's right. Okay, so it's really not worth even grinding this. They better seriously consider the feedback that they're going to get from this, because people are going to tear into it. I didn't even think about that. Because that would be how many millions of flux? Hold on. Because that was, what was it? 45,000? So I don't even know how to calculate that. Like the million flux times, I don't know, 500 or whatever. No, that would, hold on. Okay. So 45,000 divided by 650 would be 69. So 69 million? That would be? Because it's a million per run? Unless I calculated that wrong. Yeah, that's stupid. They clearly added too many zeros, as they always do. For shame on you, developers. Yeah, just no, bad. Anyways, thanks for coming out, guys. We'll stream more of this and I'll sit with it and think about it. Again, I like the gameplay loop. It's just the rewards just aren't worth it at all. And it's not worth actually experiencing any of it if it's, you know, a million per run. Anyways, go watch my Switch 2 stuff.